folks, and welcome back to the channel. Woo, yeah! And as you can see, we have something a little new today. We have the 8815 1:100 Daban model kit that we have right here. This is the FA 178 full armor Gundam Mark II. So yeah, it's our first step into the KO Gun Plus scene. And I'm just really excited because we have here this really cool looking model kit. So this is the what do you call this? I can't find the adjective. Unappealing box. So I'm gonna just throw that away. Just wanted you guys to see that. But we have here this really nice full armored Mark II Gundam. So this is the 178 Mark II, and it's just really nice looking. So as far as I know, there has been like the MG 1:100 178 RX-178 Mark II, but I have not heard of a full armor version kit that has been made officially by Bandai. But now I see this right here, and I tried it out. I was really excited when I saw it on the internet. I said, why don't we give that a go? Let's give a crack at it, and let's see how it works. And it's surprisingly nice to look at. I mean, it's not a perfect thing, which we'll review, but it is surprisingly good, and that's what I'm going to say right now. So if you're so something just fell off. We're just gonna get to that. Ugh. How do we address this? Okay, so first thing that we want to say is that some of the fitting of this thing is not really that great. So some of it would come loose, especially the parts right here on the shins. It's not perfect. Again, it's a KO figure. It's a knockoff. It's a bootleg. Call whatever you want, but it's not an original kit per se. But the original design, of course, came from Bandai. But this one right here, you don't really see the F or the FA or like a full armor MK2. And this is what really attracted me. So really nice features right here. We got a cannon, like a double barrel cannon. We got the blaster. This little shield right here reminds me of the Gundams from the what do you call this? The new Gundam and the Hazel Gundam. You also have these really nice skirts, kind of like the Chobam armor from the NT Alex. So really great design. I mean, I've seen it in the Wikipedia Gundam wikis, but never really seen it as a kid. So plastic wise, what can we talk about plastic wise on this thing? The plastic is a very big improvement. This is not my first time touching a what do you call this? A Daban model kit. I've tried these things several times, and to tell you the truth, they're a very big improvement. This thing is undergated. That's one of the things, and it was easier to build because you don't have to really do a lot of sanding. So that was a cool thing, cool point right there. Undergated. Articulation wise, this is the thing that I didn't really stop doing model kits, but I just kind of lessened that. Like, you have to be very careful when you're working with model kits because the articulation on them is really great, but sometimes you have to be careful because some pieces can become loose, and you don't have that same effect when you play around with Transformers or other robot action figures. And that's the thing with model kits. They're just really a little delicate. They're not exactly toys. You have to be careful on how to pose them. But pretty much very limited articulation on this fella, because one of the things that really had me going was the head. You know, you can just really move that head piece right there, that communication piece. You can remove that, but I don't like having a lot of kibble around, so I placed it there, but you can't really move the head that much. These sections right here, the shoulder section, stops that from moving, and that's really the thing.
But it has articulation. It can rotate all the way to the back.
There are just these snake skin tubing that sometimes, if you don't really have that, angled enough, it can stop the movement and the articulation of the shoulders. It has waist articulation. Okay, leg articulation. I like that you can slowly tilt the feet, so that's pretty good. So it's okay. You have to really just spend time to pose it, and that's one of the things that I am not really that patient about. It's like trying to pose something. That's why I go with Transformers sometimes. But I still love my model kits. I love building them, and it came along with this. It's a very unappealing and super plain looking manual. There you go. It's just like a PDF file printed out. Honestly, the thing with this is that it's a little hit or miss. The foot section of this thing, as you can see right here, it didn't really mention how to complete the armor on this. So you can see here that it's just saying to build the foot unit, but you have to figure out how to build that. So that's a little gripe that I have with this, because I had to really figure out, which is not hard. It was pretty easy to figure out that thing, but I just wish that they would have proper manuals on that. But again, I cannot complain because it's a knockoff, right? you get what you buy from these folks. As you can see, its armament, the kit contains this rifle right here. It also has this little fella right here, this bazooka. You could put that, you could interchange that. It has a nice little launch pad, like a bay where you could see. It just really bugs me that this shin guard just falls off. I'd like to throw that away, honestly. That is just the weakest part of this toy, or I can't really say it's a toy. It's this model kit right here. That shin guard right there is just a pain in the butt. Here you go. So has that bay thing, construction, or like launch pad thingy-majiggy, where you can have the pilot come out. It has a shield, okay? So where is that shield? Where is that darn shield? Well, I actually placed it on the other Gundam that I have. And this is the Super Gundam. The MK2 Super Gundam with the Defensor pack. And I placed the other shield right there. And this one has the, what do you call this? The bazooka on it. And if you notice that this is just really the same exact thing, only it's just really armored. Now, if you get this is the 8817, if I'm not mistaken. Put that in the chat box or in the comment field below and tell me if I got that right, because I threw the box to this guy, and I know it's a Daban as well, so it's an 8817, but I threw it away, so I forgot. But if I am not mistaken, I remember that there were parts for the Super Gundam that I was like, where did they go? I mean, these are like extra parts, and I just realized that they were the parts for the full armor Gundam. So there you go. And they both have the launch pad. This is just the thing. These are just like little finicky pieces of robot glory. There you go. You have to be careful with it. They look fantastic together. If you ask me, they look really great together. Do I care about the brand? Do I care about the 80%, 90% accuracy of the plastic? Because I'm going to tell you, the plastic on these guys, although I said it's a big improvement, it is still not Bandai perfect. That's what I'm going to say. There are some very tight connections to some, scary, almost MFT tightness, and sometimes you fear that it's going to crack. So that's one of the things that I have against this. But design wise, articulation wise, they're pretty much the same. I just really like the full armor because it's chunkier. This one, folks, is super back heavy. It keels backwards, and there's just really so much danger of it standing as is. That's why I keep holding on the toes. Like, oh my god, is it gonna fall? It's just too back heavy. So the big question here is, can we fuse the full armor with the defensor pack? And let's see how that works. So we're going to take a pause in the video. We're going to come back and let's see how that works. All right, folks, and we are back, and you can see that we have here a really awesome combination right there. This is just absolutely flippin' fantastic. I am just blown away. It's like it's meant to be. It's the defensor pack and the full armor unit. It's just really awesome to look at. I am just loving it. I am just really loving it. It's really cool. This is so cool. Now, one of the things that I removed was this little doodad right here. I don't remember seeing this on the Bandai one. Put again a comment in the chat box in the comments field below if you have a similar thing, but I don't really know if that was supposed to be there. But I took it out because it's just eating too much space, and it's okay to have it there, but it's I know it's better to remove it. One of the things that I also removed from this was the shield over here. Which, by the way, this shield right here looks really similar to the armored shield of the full armor new Gundam. Yeah, very nice. And you have to exchange the backpack. So I just really removed the backpack of this fella right here, because if you use the backpack that has been armorized by the full armor unit, you would see that this little section right here covers the port where you can actually slip. Oh, sorry, I got it upside down. So it's this section. This section covers the port for you to snap on the defensor unit, and that stops you from having an armor and a defensor unit combined. So you have to take this out. So I'm gonna give this to this other guy over here. Doo-doo-doo. And that fits perfectly. Fits like a glove. There you go. And you also have to remove... Oy! What the heck? Okay. You have to remove these little doodads too. They're like fins that you can connect to the shoulders of the full armor MK2. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's a pretty good combo. It's a nice looking design right there. Really awesome. Really glad I bought this. There we go. Again, I built this, just from a Gun Plus stomp. It's like been stomped making model kits. It's been a while, so if you see some sprue marks or numb marks, just don't mind that. Just wanted to make sure that this thing is review ready. But it just really drives me mad. The shin guards just fall. They just fall out of gravity. It's just annoying. There you go. And what better way to end the review than to compare it with other model kits that we have. So we're going to remove it from its stand. Hopefully it does not keel. Whoa! It stands fantastically. It's not keeling backwards. What do you call this? The armor compensates for the back. So I guess it's very stable. That is pretty cool. Huh. Doesn't that beat all? Anyway. Okay, so here is the RX-178. Was this the remastered version? The version 3? I forgot. But yeah. Here we go. Pretty tall. Here you have it. What else do we have? We got from Super Robot Wars the Huckbine or Huckbien, whatever you want to call this fella. There you go. Dusty figure. This is a 144, and this is a 1/100, so it's definitely going to be small. Do we have anything else to compare? What do we have handy? I don't have any more Gundams. We do have Wing Saber from the Transformers. Yeah, it's still here. So he's almost the same size as an Energon leader class. So yeah, let's get that out of the way. And what else? What else? Something recent. We have a Voyager class Soundwave. I mean, Sound Blaster. What do you call him? Soundwave. There you go. So there you have it. Let's get this thing out of the way right here. Final say. He's out right now here in the Philippines, and he is priced at around $1,400. But I got him online and I used some vouchers, so it roughly cost me around $1,250, something in that range. And I would say that it's a bang for your buck. You know, knowing that this figure, you know, there is an existing like MK2 Gundam, like the newer version, because I know I have somewhere stashed in all of this chaos of my room. An old Bandai MK2, but the design for this is really different. I like that they had more parts, individual piece separation, color separation as well. So that's pretty cool, and I would definitely recommend it, because there is really, if I'm again, put your comments, correct me, because it's been a while since I have entered the realm of Gundam model kits. But I have not seen a model kit, a master grade to add a master grade full armor MK2 RX-178. So that's the thing. And there were some just really odd things that were added to the Super Gundam, which was like this, because I don't really remember having that. So it's like it's their own version of it, and it's not bad. I mean, if you know, a lot of different third-party companies right now are coming up with their own rendition of these robots, and that's pretty cool to me. So plastic wise, I would say that it's not the best. Okay, so if you are like me, who got used to using and going through like third-party knockoff kits and using hard plastic to work with these toys, I'm fine with that. But if you're a little finicky about it and you're just a little whining, oh, this is not the plastic I expected, cry, then this is not for you. But this is most likely, and I'd rate it an 8. Plastic wise, I'd give it an 8. Not perfect again. Fitting wise, definitely a freaking 7. It's just annoying that some of the pieces come loose, especially the antenna on the head. That is just a downer. I hate it. It's not cool. These shin guards, not cool. It falls off. 7 is definitely the rating for that fitting. What do you call this? The design and the color, definitely a wonderful 8 right there. Not perfect. Sometimes I feel that they could have gone with a more darker shade of gray, but that's just me. Maybe a little repaint would do the trick, and it's been a while since I have done Gundam repaints. But overall, the kit is something fun to build, especially if you've been out, you know, like in the Gunpla building scene, and you're just hopping to something a little more challenging yet familiar. Then I would recommend this. It's not going to break the bank. It's not going to cost an arm and a leg. I had actual fun building it. It took me around a day or two, so maybe like a third day, because I was doing the other kit. But yeah, it's been fun. So again, check it out. Go ahead, be the judge, and give it a whirl. So there you go. This is the review and my final take of the full armor MK2 RX-178 Gundam. There you go. And if you like the review and you've seen these things, don't forget to put your likes right there. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to be part of our little group right here and on YouTube. There you have it. Super cool Gundam right there. And now we're going to wrap it up. Thank you again for watching. Again, this is your boy Chompy. Peace out. Rock and roll.